The first time the house said my name, I was brushing my teeth. I remember the exact moment because I froze with the toothbrush still buzzing against my gums, staring at my own reflection as the sound drifted up from the floor below. Evan. It wasn't loud. It wasn't angry. It sounded curious. I shut off the toothbrush and listened. The house went quiet again. I told myself it was old pipes. Old houses have voices. People say, they creak, they whisper, they settle into themselves. I'd only moved in a week earlier, and everything still felt unfamiliar. How the floors sloped slightly toward the center. How the doors never stayed open. How the air felt thicker at night. I laughed it off and went to bed. That was my first mistake. The second time, it spoke at night. I woke up to the sound of footsteps below my bedroom, slow, deliberate steps pacing the living room. I lay still, heart pounding, listening as they crossed the hardwood floor and stopped directly beneath me. Then, Evan, closer this time, right below the ceiling. I grabbed my phone and checked the time. 3:11 a.m. I didn't answer. The footsteps lingered for a moment, then moved toward the front door. I heard it open. I heard it close. In the morning, the door was still locked. I started keeping notes. Day 9, the house knows my name. Day 11, no signs of entry. Day 14, dreams of someone standing in the hallway, facing the wall. By the end of the second week, the house had learned other things. It learned my routine. It learned when I showered. It learned when I slept. And then it learned my voice. I came home late one night and heard myself talking inside the house, laughing, saying things I didn't remember saying. I stood on the porch, keys in hand, listening to my own voice drift through the living room window. "I'll stay," it said. I promise. The lights were off. I didn't go inside. I slept in my car that night and called my sister in the morning. She told me I was stressed, told me old houses mess with your head, told me to stop reading horror online. But when I went back inside, something had changed. The house felt attentive. The temperature shifted as I moved through it. Doors closed softly behind me. The air hummed like a held breath. And in the hallway mirror, just for a second, my reflection smiled before I did. The house began filling in gaps. When I forgot where I'd put my keys, they appeared on the table. When I couldn't remember turning off the stove, it was already cold. Once, I came home bleeding from a cut I didn't remember getting. There was a bandage on my hand, neatly wrapped. I found the journal in the basement. It was hidden behind a loose brick in the foundation, wrapped in plastic and tied with twine. The handwriting wasn't mine, but it was my name on every page. Evan, day 1, the house is quiet today. Evan, day 23, it's learning faster now. Evan, day 41, I don't think it wants me to leave. The last entry was dated 3 years ago, so that was impossible. I bought the house 6 months ago. Squanted to the house that night. I stood in the living room and said, "What do you want?" The walls creaked. The lights flickered. Then the house spoke not from one place, but from everywhere. "You," the floor beneath me warmed like skin under sunlight. "You fit," it said. "You listen." I ran. I packed what I could and drove until sunrise, but the dreams followed. Every night, I was back in the hallway, facing the wall, unable to turn around. I could feel something behind me, breathing in time with my own lungs. And every morning, my phone showed new photos taken from inside the house, from inside the bedroom, from inside me. I tried to sell the house. No one stayed past the first showing. They said it felt wrong. They said it watched them. They said it whispered names that weren't theirs. When I went back one last time to collect the rest of my things, the house was ready. The door locked behind me. The walls pulsed. In the voice, my voice said gently, "You promised." I don't know how long I've been here now, so the windows don't show the outside anymore. The mirrors don't reflect me correctly. but the house is learning. It's practicing my smile, my laugh, my walk. Soon, someone else will move in. And when they hear their name for the first time, whispered softly from the walls, the house will already know exactly how to say it, because it learned from me.